we're going to be cold calling. We're going to be cold calling territory reps that used to represent a large furniture manufacturing company about an hour away from our location. So the goal is to reach out to these furniture manufacturers and representatives to see if we can collaborate on some upcoming projects. So that is the intent today in making these phone calls, to introduce ourselves and to be of service to the people that we're reaching out to today. So I did use ChatGPT to get the general outline of a script together, and then I modified it greatly. So it's about 50% ChatGPT, and then the other 50% are specific modifications that I made. If you're not using AI to help you put together scripts and you're in sales, you guys are missing out. Check it out. And if you guys need any help, let me know down below. All right, here we go. So today we're going to be reaching out to first our California-based representatives, Arizona, Hawaii-based representatives. Here we go. There we go. So we got the number ready, locked and loaded.
Hi, Tiffany.
Hey, Tiffany, this is Chris Dominguez with Villa Hallmark. Did I catch you at an okay time?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Who is this?
My name's Chris. I'm calling with Villa Hallmark. I actually came about your information over on the Royal Custom Designs website as one of the representatives. Do you have a couple minutes?
Sure. I'm just out of town, but yeah. What's up?
Okay, I won't take too long then. I just wanted to reach out. I did hear that Royal Custom Designs closed, and there were a few projects that different different clients were sending over that we've been quoting, and I did a little research and I found your information. So I saw your website. It looks like you've done a lot of awesome projects, and yeah, I wanted to see if you have any items that need to be quoted, and if there's anything that we need to do to become a vetted manufacturing partner, and if there's anything you're looking for in a manufacturing partner.
Well, so are you a U.S. manufacturer?
Correct. Yeah, we're California based. We're located in Los Angeles, California, and not to mention we don't get anything that's produced, whether it's metal, stone, laminate. All of that is done within a 10-mile radius of our LA-based facility.
Right. And what is the name of your company?
Villa Hallmark Upholstery. So we've been in business for just over 40 years now, and 98% of our work has been custom for the past 15 years.
And what projects did you do that Royal Custom couldn't finish?
You know what? We've been getting some lounge chairs, large order quantity lounge chairs, and some of the stuff that they quote,
Yeah.
items that need a faster turnaround, because yeah, we've been getting some things that needed like a 4 to 6 week installs for lounge chairs specifically.
But who sent you those quotes? Did you get them from the purchasing agent or the design firm? Or did you get them from Jeff at Royal Custom?
No, we didn't get them from Royal Custom. We didn't go directly through them. This is coming from various either design firms that have been sending us quotes.
Okay, because I was just, the reason I'm asking, I just didn't know if they were design firms in California or across the country, or like, I just didn't know how these, or were they purchasing companies like I'm in Northern California, as you know, so I didn't know if there were any of my clients that you're doing work for.
No, we haven't got anything from Northern California. They're kind of scattered about. There's something in I believe Arizona that we're quoting right now, and but nothing from Northern California yet.
So but how do people find you? Did they just look up a company that does the same thing RCD does in the same area, so you could pick it up from RCD and just, because the reason I'm asking is I'm already working with a company out of LA, and they finished a lot of my projects that Royal Custom couldn't finish.
Yes.
And then some of my bigger projects, the purchasing agent or the ownership group just took care of it with somebody else.
Oh, I see. Okay. We've been getting some of these by referral. So we've been referred by some other people that were nice enough to drop our name as a company that does custom seating, and so we've been lucky enough to get a few referrals out of the closing of Royal Custom Design. So,
do you work in the hospitality industry?
We do, yes. So we service the hospitality industry. So we've done projects for Marriott, the Four Seasons. We're currently working on the Biltmore Santa Barbara now, including the restaurants and multiple suites. So we do have quite a few projects in the hospitality industry.
So what is the name of your company again? And I'll look it up, because I don't know if I'm familiar with you.
Sure. Yeah. Our company is called Villa Hallmark Upholstery.
Okay, and maybe it would be easier is to, because I'm Villa Hallmark Contract Resources. Is that it, in Linwood, California?
Yep, that's correct.
Got it. Okay. And then do you do BDNY and HD and all those shows?
You know what? We went to HD Expo. We were exhibitors the past couple years, and then we've been attendees at the HD Expo for quite a while as well. But we exhibited the past 2 years.
And do you go to do you do BDNY and NEWH stuff and all that? I just have never heard of you guys. And it's not that I don't believe that you do great stuff. It's just you're so new to me. So that's just why I'm asking you all these questions.
Yeah, we are part of the NEWH, the regional chapter here in Los Angeles, and we've gone to multiple events, including a Nashville event. Our owner Juan Morales went out there with Linda Sullivan and got to mingle with people over there. But no, we haven't done any BDNY events or anything like that specifically.
Got it. And do you do Alice in LA? Do you do that?
No, we haven't gone to that event yet.
Okay. And are you have brand approval? Like, are you host approved and Four Seasons approved? I mean, I know you work on those projects, but are you on all those vendor lists or? Full service.
We currently work with full service only, so we don't have any specific brand approvals, but we don't have any order minimums. A lot of times we'll end up doing extremely custom items like banquettes that need to wrap around a wall, or full service, of course.
So how would you be different? Like, I'm working with a company out of LA as well, doing domestic hospitality work.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing would be competition.
Yeah, that is possible, but we don't necessarily think we're competing with anyone else because we have such a unique offering, and we're more collaborators because not every single project can be fit into one manufacturing partner. We've noticed that, and we're not the right fit for everyone. So it's really based off of the unique project that you're looking to deliver on. So but we do it mostly custom. We can also do large scale projects as well. So
Oh, okay. Well, why don't you, do you have my email? You could send me some information and maybe some people or projects you worked on here in Northern California.
yeah, definitely. So I have your email, Tiffany at ttshospitality.com. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And yes.
Yeah, and I'll look at all your stuff. Because like I said, I am trying to keep a lot of my projects domestic if I can. I do get a lot of onesie twosie things.
Yeah.
And like I said, I've been working with a company out of LA that picked up a bunch of my projects after RCD closed their doors February 24th.
Yeah.
So they've been working on a lot of things with me. So I've been kind of growing their business with them. But they get a huge project up here called the Transamerica Building. They did it with Foster's and Partners out of London, which is a really big, reputable design firm. And so some of my designers had already known of them. So when I started moving projects over, I had the approval through my design community, which was important to me.
Oh yeah, definitely understandable. So that sounds like a great referral, and I'm glad they were able to help you out in that tough situation when a few months ago. So we don't want to step on their toes. We just want to give you an idea of what we can do for you and see if we can be of service, if we can collaborate.
Yeah, I'd love to look.
All right, awesome. So right now I'm looking through our projects. Like right now off my research, we recently did a Monterey Marriott as well. So I'll put together some of the photos, the before and after photos of that project as well for you, and I'll do a little research to see if there's any other projects in the Northern California area that I can send over your way.
Yeah, and if there's any design firms or purchasing firms, or if you work with any of the Bears people because they're based out of Northern California, anything like that, just give me some information, and that would be great, because I'm partnering with an upholstery company out of Toronto. I'm partnering with the LA company. But if you have, additional, more specific things to offer, I'd be happy to, further our discussion. Just send me what you have. I'll look at it. I'm on vacation this week, but I'll take a look at it and see for sure. I appreciate you taking the time to call me.
Well, no, thank you. You said you had a couple minutes, and you gave me way more than that. So I appreciate your time, Tiffany. So I won't take up any more of your time unless you had any other questions before we get off the phone. I'll get working on that email.
No, I look forward to seeing your email.
All right. Well, enjoy the rest of your vacation, and I'll get working on that email, and we'll be in touch when you're back. Okay.
Great. Thanks so much. Take care.
All right. Take care. Goodbye.
Bye.
It could be.
Or doesn't matter. You can't focus on that. You gotta focus.
No, that's why I try to reroute they might be competition. No, we collaborate with designers. We don't compete with other manufacturers. So
You should have a Monterey Marriott before and after.
okay.
PDF.
Yeah, I saw an email you sent last week.
Yeah. That shows the lobby and then we did the Hilton Sacramento. That was part of the Siri procurement thing.
Okay.
That's the Hilton and that's a Marriott.
Okay. Cool. I'll get on the follow up right now. That way I don't I don't drop that ball.
You can also look in the system and just look up Northern California and see what populates.
Okay. Cool. All right, so on that call, she tried to bring up the competition, right? She said that there was somebody out of LA that she had worked with to help her complete a few projects from this company that just went out of business. And I immediately, you know, you got to agree with them. You don't want to be combative and, you know, say we're better than a competition. You want to acknowledge and agree with the prospect, right? Agree with them, like, or acknowledge and even compliment your quote unquote competition, and just let people know that, hey, you know, I'm glad that you have that vendor, and we don't want to step on their toes. We want to be able to offer you the best fit for your clients, and just give you a second quote for some of your upcoming projects. And, you know, we don't compete with another manufacturer because we collaborate with designers, right? We collaborate with owners, architects, and purchasing companies. So instead of putting ourselves in a competitive role against their current vendors, we're actually showing them that we're not here to compete with those people. We're here to collaborate with you and your end customer. There's a big difference if you kind of, you know, jujitsu your way around that conversation. So, okay, so we got one. We're gonna send her an email. It's gonna be fun. Okay, here we go. Anyone that's joined us, thank you so much for all of your time. Now, you could do absolutely anything with your day, and for joining me for even a minute, second, I hope it helps you guys in making cold calls and utilizing technology to ultimately make your cold calls a little bit easier, make your scripting a little bit easier. I think that's really important. So that's my first time running through the script, so I actually fumbled through it, but the energy and the intent is what mattered, okay? So when you're reading from a script, it's not your job to stay cleanly focused on the script. The script is more like a GPS, okay? So you have your start point and you have your end point. Ultimately, your goal is to get from A to B, right? So your start point may be an introduction. Your end point might be scheduling a follow-up call or getting to the next meeting or the next checkpoint. For this client, it was getting them an email specific to projects in Northern California. So my start point is introducing myself, my company, going over some of their challenges, learning about their company. The end point is getting them more information about our company, right? And we took up time on her vacation, right? We asked for a couple minutes and we ended up getting 5-10 minutes instead of 2, right? So always ask for a couple minutes, right? Ask for a minute, ask for a couple minutes. People are usually willing and able to give you that time. And then if you can get your foot in the door in that first minute, right, they might give you the extra minute, the extra 2 minutes that you need to kind of further develop the conversation, learn more about their problems and their pain points so that you can serve them better in the future. So lots to digest there. I'm glad I got it recorded because I'm even going to learn from my own good and bad things about this call. So next up, we got another phone call to make. Let's see if they're open.
Thank you for calling MZA. To speak with Senior Project Manager Natalie Henderson, press 1. For our Director of Sales, Lisa Tarpley, press 2. For Business Manager Grant Robinson, press 3. For our Principal, Mitch Deserve, press 4. If you're unsure of who to speak with, need a quote or information on one of our manufacturers, or if your call is of a general nature, press 5 to leave a message in our general mailbox.
Your call has been forwarded to the voicemail for Lisa Tarpley. No one is available to take your call. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press the pound key for more options.
Hello, Lisa. My name is Chris Dominguez with Villa Hallmark. I actually found your company's information on the Royal Custom Designs rep locator page, and it shows that your company was in charge of the Southern California and the Hawaii region. I just wanted to reach out and introduce ourselves. Please give me a call back at 562-619-0399. We are a Southern California-based manufacturing company. We've been in business for 40 years, and we want to be of service. So I hope to hear from you. I will follow up later on in the week. Hope you have a great day. All right, so leaving a voicemail, right? So I'm going to email her specifically, let her know, left a voicemail. Okay. Now I'm writing physical notes here, but these are also notes that I'm going to put into kind of our CRM, something to keep track of everything. And I'll be utilizing Microsoft Outlook when I'm here at work. When I'm working from home, I actually have a different CRM that I use. Left a voicemail, email. So now that we've sent the voicemail, send the email. Okay. All right, guys. So keep it moving, right? We're on a roll. We've got a little bit of play from the script, and I think that's really important to kind of keep the flow going. So Design Source Inc. Okay, I'm going for another one. Let's get it. This is going to be Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah. Oh, we got Las Vegas as well. Elite Ideas. Okay. Let's see if we can find. With Nevada, Las Vegas area, Reno. Let's see. All right. Whenever you're making a call, it's always good to have their website open so you can learn a little bit about them. You can also highlight that in the conversation. If you have one touch point in relation to their website, it helps you build rapport, helps you seem prepared when you're making phone calls. Okay. So right now on their website, I can, even on their homepage, I can learn about them, how long they've been in business. Cool. So they still have the company that went out of business. They still have them listed on their website, right? So envisioning our company in that position. Installations. It's probably worthwhile to do about 5 to 10 minutes of research on their website. Okay. All right, cool. Looks like we got some good information so far. All right. 49. Let's do number. Oh, wrong number. All right, got nothing there. So they do have two other people's direct contact information. Okay. Nikki. Kirk. Okay.
Hello, this is Kirk Nelson. Thanks for calling. Leave me a detailed message. I'll call you right back.
Hey, Kirk. My name is Chris Dominguez with Villa Hallmark. I actually came across your information on the Royal Customs Designs website. You're on the rep locator page. And yeah, the reason for my call, I wanted to reach out and introduce ourselves. We are a Southern California based manufacturer, probably about an hour away from your location. So we wanted to introduce ourselves and see if it would make any sense to collaborate in 2025 to see if we can help out with any projects. Please give me a call back on my cell at 562-619-0399. All right, Kirk, thank you. All right, so my voicemail, okay. Voicemail, I'm gonna follow up with an email. Okay. Okay, and then from here, I'm going to call the other phone number listed.
Hello?
Hello, Nikki?
Hello?
Hey, Nikki, this is Chris. I'm calling with Villa Hallmark Upholstery. Did I catch you at an okay time?
Actually, I am in the middle of Home Depot.
Oh my gosh. Is there a better time?
Would you be able to chat? Yeah, tomorrow would be great, actually.
Okay, yeah, I know Home Depot is pretty loud. So, what's a good time for me to reach out to you for like a 2 to 5 minute conversation tomorrow?
Probably around 10 a.m. Does that work?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Okay, cool. That sounds great.
All right. All right, Nikki, thanks for taking my call. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, goodbye. All right, so it's always good to see if you caught them at an okay time, right? Because ultimately your goal is to buy more time with them, right? We want to build rapport with them. We want to build trust with them. So now, although this was a cold call, right? Within 30 seconds inside of that phone call, I was able to get an appointment, a scheduled call. So instead of now calling tomorrow and being a cold call all over again, she's already going to have a recollection of talking to me today, right? And now we're going to call around 10 a.m. Tomorrow, make sure we don't drop the ball on that one because this is now a scheduled appointment. And we did say 2 to 5 minute conversation. The goal is to get a call to kind of showcase what we offer, but more importantly, to see what problems they might have or what projects they may have, which of course are challenges that they need to solve, right? Okay, let's see what else we got. Arizona. Okay. See if we can knock out Arizona because they still got sun going on over there. So unless the sun is down, you keep calling. Design Source Inc. All right, so right now I'm doing a little bit of research and see if we can get down to who the right person is that we're contacting. It's not it. Design Source Inc. DSI. Let's look at the team. All right, so right now I'm doing a little research to see if I can track down this company's website, and it's not available on their website. But this person represents their Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah territories, so that could be a big region to serve. And it would be really nice to have this client now or in the future. All right, so we're navigating through to see if we can learn a little bit more, if we're looking at the right person. I think this is the person. President and independent sales rep at Design Source Inc. Okay, yeah, that's it. This is their company. They've been in business for 40 years. Holy snap. Very, very cool. So brand representative at Royal Custom Designs. So this is the person that I'm looking for. Perfect. So it's always, again, good to do a little bit of research and intel so that you can know a little bit about your clients, your customers, or your potential customers. So indigenous planters. So it looks like they represent multiple brands, which is awesome. Whew, cool. All right, so we got a good amount of information on this person. They don't seem to have a website specifically, so we'll go ahead and roll with what we have.
Hello,
Hello, babe. Please speak to Jane.
this is she.
Hey, Jane. My name is Chris Dominguez with Villa Hallmark Upholstery. Did I catch you at an okay time?
Sure.
Okay, great. Well, I wanted to reach out because a few months ago I heard about Royal Custom Designs closing, and I actually found your information on their rep locator page. Now it shows that you were in charge of a pretty big region: Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, did you have any projects with Royal Custom Design that either had to be rescheduled due to their closure, or anything that you may need help getting quoted?
No, not currently, but I don't know what might come up.
Okay. So when you're vetting a new furniture manufacturing partner, is there anything that you're looking for specifically?
Well, of course, price and lead time, quality.
Okay.
And are you domestic?
Yes, our company's 100% domestic production, so we're in Southern California as well. So everything is produced in the Los Angeles area, including our metal, our wood, our stone. All of our upholstery is done in Southern California.
And I'm sorry, what's the name of the company?
Our company is called Villa Hallmark Upholstery. We've been in business since 1983.
Okay. Do you have any current business that you've been doing in my territory?
Yeah, definitely. We've serviced. I know right off the top of my head, we've done a couple casinos in Arizona, a couple restaurants in Arizona. I know we had. Let's see, what is that? We've done senior living projects in Arizona as well, like
Okay.
the Mirabella, and Mirabella ASU. So we have a good footprint in Arizona, considering we're so close.
Do you remember who the purchasers were for those projects?
Yeah, there's a company called Siri Procurement that we did a lot of work with before they closed their operations.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But nobody currently in business that you worked with?
You know what? I can look to see if we have any current clients there. I know we do work with a company called O'Brien Hospitality, and they're located in Arizona. And but yeah, we just wanted to reach out and see if there's any way we could be of service if you have any projects coming up, and we'd love to show you what our quality of work looks like right now. For instance, our lead times are about 6 to 8 weeks.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and that's pretty normal. Throughout the year, that's pretty consistent. And the only thing that would really push it beyond the 8 weeks is if there's complicated CADs, or, you know, site measurements and things like that, prototyping. So that's the only thing that would really get us over that 8 week, you know, lead time.
Do you do booths?
Oh yeah, a lot of booths lately, including like built-in banquettes and stuff that incorporates power, LED lighting. Yeah, so those have been a lot of fun. Yeah, definitely. I just want to make sure I have the right email. I see designsourceinc@msn.com. Is that still the best email for you?
No, I'm using the new one. It's Jane, Jane,
Uh-huh.
at dsi.com.
Okay, Jane@dsi.com.
Oh, dsirep.com. I'm sorry. I just set it up.
dsirep.com. Okay, perfect. I'll go ahead and send a follow-up email, and then if there's any projects that we can help you out with in quoting, usually we can get a quote back to you within 24 hours. If it's if it's multiple pages of quotes to be, it'd probably be about 48 to 72 hours to get a quote back.
Okay.
Depending on the complexity of the project. But yeah, we hope to be of service, and we hope to collaborate in 2025 if it makes sense for both of us.
What's your general commission rate?
You know what? I can review that with Juan Morales. He's the owner of the company.
Okay. I mean, if you base it off of, each project, I can understand that as well.
Yeah, you know what? I know I'm sure we have a flat rate, and then I think there's wiggle room depending on each project, but there should be a base rate, and then so do you do the purchasing as well, or?
Well, I do for some smaller vendors that I carry, but
Yeah.
When we're talking large hospitality projects, I think it's better that they deal directly with the vendor.
Yeah. No, I understand. That's all good information. I'm taking notes right now because, it's a little bit different for each company. So I want to make sure I'm making note of that. Thank you. All right, Jane. So I have your email here. I'm going to go ahead and work on sending you an email. And then, let's see. Would it make sense for us to maybe within the next few days to get on either a Zoom call or a Teams call so we can learn a little bit more about each other and what we might be looking for?
Well, I kind of like I have a lot of appointments set up this week, so I mean, I can go out and kind of get the feel of what some of my accounts are doing and who they've been using and if they would consider using you.
Okay.
So I kind of like to do that first before I go any further.
Definitely. I understand. Now, just to let you know as well, we have no order minimums, and 98% of our orders end up being custom, although we have like a huge line of standard products. Most of the time we're dealing with custom items, and with no order minimum, we just want to be able to get our foot in the door with with new projects and new firms, so that way we can showcase our quality.
Great. Okay. Well, yeah, if you can get together maybe a list of projects you've done in my territories and maybe some of the accounts you've worked with, that would be helpful too.
Definitely. All right, I'll put something together for you, and I'll send over an email, and we can go from there, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, Jane. Well, thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a great rest of your afternoon.
You as well, and thanks for reaching out.
All right, thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Stuff.
Yeah, that was a good set of
Phone calls?
set of leads.
So has everybody that you talked to already replaced Royal Custom?
Um,
Anybody else, or?
yeah, and I was actually looking on all of their websites. Most of these companies, they have multiple companies that do their seating and their, so I mean that's to be expected, but
But I think where we can fit is we can be an actual replacement for that Royal Custom
yeah.
component that they have.
Well, this lady asked about booths specifically, so I'm gonna make sure we booths and banquets.
I'll send you, I did like a little PDF of the work in progress of the
Biltmore?
Biltmore Bella Vista.
Yeah.
I'll send that to you right now.
All right, cool. Thank you. All right, Colorado, here we come. All right. Let's see. All right, so it doesn't look like this person has a website, but they are on LinkedIn and they are a manufacturer's representative. And let's see, doesn't show too much more information. They don't even have a picture here. They have a lot of connections, about 435. Okay. The thing is, I got to remind myself of this. Pace yourself. Don't rush through the script. If they don't have the time, you don't want to rush through the script because then you come off as anxious. Instead, you want to take your time, pace yourself through the script that you have, so that way you're able to transfer your calm energy onto the prospect. You're able to, establish a better connection with them. So. Okay, let's see. I'm going to look up something real quick. So since I'm calling on Colorado, it seems like some of the people have been asking me, what projects have you done in my area? So in order to get a better understanding of what projects that they're doing or we've done in their area, I'm just going to do a little bit of research first. OneDrive, there we go. So I'm going to be looking up Colorado. Colorado. Park Meadows Mall. Okay, there we go. This was just last year. So this was technically a retail project. Park Meadows, Colorado. Cool. So we did some banquets at the Park Meadows Mall. Okay. Kiana, what is your name? It says it in my profile. Sorry, I'm getting back to the chat. I'm not really focused on the chat right now, guys. Sorry about that. So my name is Chris Dominguez, and yeah, please like, subscribe if you guys are interested in learning a little bit more about sales and marketing mindset. It's all really important to ultimately, sell your products and your services. Communicate your vision to people. It's always going to be necessary, and it's always going to be an important skill set to have. So if you guys haven't gotten into sales or marketing, I think it's just critical to be able to learn how to communicate. Sales is ultimately communication. So all right, so I've got one job that we recently did in Park Meadows at the mall in Colorado. That's what I'll be using as my ammunition when I make this phone call to him. Here we go. Smile and dial, guys. Your energy transfers through the phone to the people you're speaking to.
Hi, you've reached the voicemail for Mark LeClaire. Please leave me a detailed message and I'll return your call as quickly as possible. Thank you.
Hey, Mark. My name is Chris Dominguez with Villa Hallmark Company here in California. Actually came across your information through Royal Custom Designs on your rep locator page, and it shows that you're in charge of the Colorado area. I actually had a couple questions. If you can give me a call back at 562-619-0399. That is my cell phone. Yeah, I look forward to speaking to you. I will shoot off an email before I leave the office today. All right, Mark, have a great day. All right, left the voicemail. So keep it short, clean. Ask them, like, I have a couple questions, okay? Instead of vomiting on them about the company, I'm just gonna keep it discreet, or keep it short, simple. So remember, notes are important. Keep track of any important information you're taking on these calls, and then the fortune is in the follow-up. So we need to be able to follow up intentionally after each and every phone call that we make. Okay. The DMV. Okay. Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee. All right, so there's actually somebody that is representing the Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, Mississippi, North Carolina, and South Carolina territories. So I'm going to reach out to them to introduce ourselves and the projects that we've completed in that area, specifically 1230 Club in Nashville. So that's actually a club that Justin Timberlake helped to open. He's a founder of that business. So that might be something that could be a way of building rapport. And I'm going to look up their website. Let's see if I can get any information on their website. Okay. KCA strives to give our customers undivided attention as if they were our only customer we have. That is a very high ideal, right? That's a very that's really cool though, to have that level of service. So many of the companies we represent today, we started with 20 plus years ago. Our package we bring to our customers consists of furniture, fabric, and lighting. We love the excitement of new projects and to see the outcome of the awesome designers we are fortunate to work with. Over the past years, we've been very fortunate to work with some of the most talented designers in the field, and we look forward to being a part of their projects as well as the new young talent we're seeing come into the workforce today. Their exuberance is contagious and a breath of fresh air. Cool. Very cool. So they do art consulting, light, fabric, and furniture. So it looks like they service senior living. So it looks like they've got 3 companies that they still feature on their website that they represent, that are furniture companies. Okay, great. Current installations. All right, very cool. There we go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and reach out to Karen Plague and Associates. Let's see if they're still up. They're gonna be probably on the East Coast. So let's see, they're in Bowden, Georgia. $7:53, holy moly. Yeah, they're 3 hours different, so I might be a little late in calling over there. So let's see if I can still get a hold of Miss Karen. I almost wonder if it would be better for me to just call these people at a different time, right? Oh, we got another, let's see, Northwest. We've got Canada, the right group. Well, don't overthink it now.
I'm sorry, the person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. Goodbye.
All right, so no voicemail box. Called. Okay. So for them, 7:55 p.m. So that's a late call, but the thing is, businesses, entrepreneurs, right? They have their phone on them, right? They do. So I've caught people after hours. Sometimes that's the best way to reach decision makers, is to call before or after hours. There's no secretaries to get in the way. There's no people guarding the fences. So Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Alaska, Montana. Cool. Now let's go ahead and do a little research. The right group, Northwest. Right group. Launching soon. The right group, Northwest. Launching soon. The right group, nw.com. Okay. Well, the right group. Let's see. Okay, looks like they are probably Jim Wright. Okay. There we go. The right group, Seattle, Washington. Okay. Owner of the right group, Shaw. Okay, they represent Shaw. Very cool. So they haven't added a new manufacturing partner since 2016. So how do we stand out, and how do we get on that list? 9 years later, you haven't added a new manufacturing partner. Hallmark Collective, what is that? Permanently closed. Okay. Is that right? Hallmark Collective, a lighting company. All right, do a little research. Right group. Here we go. Here we go. We're making another call. right, so that phone number is disconnected. I looked up the website. Okay, and the website says launching soon, so they don't have an active website. So let's see. Can we email? Let's try the email. We're gonna have to email that person to see if they are still in the business. smithbrown.com. All right, we got one more in this. Come on. We've been at this for over an hour. Okay, we had some really great conversations already. smithbrown.com. What the fuck? What is this? So they have a good list of contacts I can email directly, but I'm gonna want to make a phone call to this person. Let's see if they're available.
Thank you for calling Smith Brown. Sorry we missed your call, but if you could please leave your name, number, and a detailed message, we will get back to you as soon as possible.
Hey, this is Chris Dominguez. I'm calling with a company called Villa Hallmark Upholstery. I actually found your company's information on the Royal Custom Designs website. It showed on their page that you were the rep or the repping company for Oklahoma, Louisiana, and Texas. I have a couple questions. If you can give me a phone call back at 562-619-0399. That's my direct line. Yeah, I look forward to speaking to you. Thank you. So voicemail, follow up with email. Let's get it. So we're gonna follow up with an email. I have their website here in case I need that in order to better serve them and to give them a better email experience as well. All right, East Coast. All right, guys, I'm gonna get going on those follow-up emails. So thank you for anyone that's joined me throughout this live, just going through the cold calling script. I hope that you can see that the calls get cleaner, smoother as you go along. So give yourself the opportunity to practice with your script beforehand. You know, do some back-to-back with somebody in your office, a spouse, a friend, yourself in the mirror, record it, look back at yourself so that you can get better over time. All right, guys, thank you.